And I know I haven't really told you guys that story about us changing our farm name, basically, but we had to make a change. Hey folks, it's Brian with Okie Farm and Feed. Just another wonderful Monday, getting ready to go out and feed. And I got my, what color you call this? We call it, well, I guess it's yellow. But our feed over here, those buckets, that's called gold. Gold. Anyway, we've got the old school shirt on, Okie Farm and Hatchery. And I know I haven't really told you guys that story about us changing our farm name, basically. But we had to make a change because, and maybe it wasn't that big of a deal, but really, we really didn't want to be known as a hatchery. You know, we thought we wanted to be a hatchery. We had like a dozen different breeds that we were breeding, and man, you talk about a tough deal. Not easy to do when you're having to separate all of your birds, keep them separate, for breeding purposes. And then, of course, ours are free range or pasture raised. So anyway, so we started trying to do that, and we sold a lot of birds. It was just a lot, wasn't it, to try to keep up with a dozen breeds, and we got them all in different coops, and so that's fine, but then when you try to go to expand that many breeds, I mean, essentially you're doubling the number of coops you got to do that. And so we decided to go down to 4 main breeds, and didn't really want to be known as a hatchery. We really want to be known as a specialty breeder is what we really are. So we didn't want to call our farm that, Okie Specialty Breeder, Chicken Breeder. So we called it just Okie Farm. And then the feed part came in. You guys know we feed exclusively New Country Organics feed, and we just happened to develop a partnership with them. They were one of the biggest and known organic feed ones we trusted. There's some others out there. There's one local in Missouri, not too far, that we used for a little bit. The problem with us was we're not a big farm, and we were just buying feed for us to feed our animals, And some other people heard about it and go, hey, can we get some of that feed too? I said, sure, why not? So we decided to just start taking some orders and see who wanted what, and just adding it onto our order. Because the thing that kills you with feed is shipping. Feed's expensive enough as it is, and then you throw $200 shipping fee on there. It's just not feasible to buy a couple of bags of feed and pay that shipping cost. So we take the hit on the shipping because we're buying by the ton and can throw a few more bags on there. Because if the way it works is if you buy a pallet or basically a little over a ton, then the price is the same. But if you go over that 2,300 pounds of weight, then now you're paying for a second shipping fee, a second pallet. And I've done that before where I had a couple of I was a couple of bags over in my order. Said, hey, that's going to be another $200 on your order just to have a couple more bags. And I said, so I just pulled a couple of bags off that order and, put them on the next order. So it's a great deal for a lot of people here local because they can get some good quality feed that's not the junk that's at the big box stores. And I don't even want to say their names. I don't even want to give them credit for anything. There's that you're just not guaranteed what that feed is that you're getting from there. And it's not local, and so I like supporting local. So the feed we get comes from fairly local, I say, in the region anyway. And the closer the better. I could actually drive over there and go see where the feed comes from.
This is Rosie.
Isn't she cute?
Isn't she cute? She's a little Brahma little chick.
She's a little young, isn't she?
She's real young. She was getting trampled in the pen, and we're not really breeding these anymore, so we let her out because she was small.
Yeah, all these girls' feathers are starting to come back, being
the ones that were molting for a bit.
Yeah, they're making a comeback.
A couple of them look really bad.
Yeah. Let's check the chimney. Oh, look at there. There's an egg in here today. We haven't had an egg in here in a long time. Usually there's 2 or 3 laid in there. They really like that little chimney. There's Rosie hanging out. Okay, back to the feed story. So we've thought, why not? There is no feed store here within our vicinity that carries organic feed, like I say, other than the big box that, and it's not close to us. So we just said, well, hey, bless you. Why not, just basically just start our own little organic feed store. And like I say, we only carry one brand, and that's it, because that's what we use. And if you don't want that, then, sorry about that, but that's what we got. And, we weren't looking to start a feed store. It just kind of worked that way. But we don't think of it as like a feed store. It's more like a co-op, We're just kind of helping other farmers that are like-minded to get the quality feed that they need. And we do a lot of bartering, which is a lot of fun. We have some friends that have cows, and we trade cow milk for credit on feed. And if you've got anything else you'd like to barter with on feed, then we'd sure be glad to do it. And that's what it's all about, just helping each other out. And that way I don't have to go get a cow and keep a cow. They have the cow, and they don't have to they don't have to go into the feed business, and others may have pork or something else, that I don't have right now. And so what a great concept, So we are Okie Farm, the farm. We have layered pasture poultry. We have layers, and we're a specialty breeder of layer hens or layered poultry, not just hens. We do breed non-aggressive roosters, which we're kind of known for, and a lot of people have a lot of questions about that. But that aggressiveness breeds through, so we just don't allow it to breed through. We also have goats. We have American breasts that we'll be doing meat chickens soon, and really plan to expand that. Have a few hundred of those to keep those going, and make those available out there for customers that want some really good quality meat that's grown out in the best way possible. All right, let's check out the goats. And Leon. Hi, Leon. What are you doing? Huh? So, I'm telling you, if you guys would really support us and help us out, help us spread the word, so that I can go ahead and retire again and get out here at the farm full time, then I'll be able to do all the chores that I need done. You can see they're still in this same spot where they're eating everything. Oh, okay. Come over here. Hang on. Let me feed Leon. Where's your bowl? Leon, where's your bowl? I think he ate his bowl. Where is your bowl? Oh, there it is down the hole. Come on, guys. Back up, Terry. Back up. All right, there. Gosh, about tripped me. You guys help me get up back out here. If I can do some farming full time, be able to get all these chores done. I've actually got most of the fence moved over here, ready to, what in the world? Ready to tie in. This ain't good. At least I didn't get out. ready to move. I'm gonna move them over here to this next pasture, wooded area. I've already got 3/4 of the fence ran. I just had to go pull up more fence to go from another spot to bring over here, because you know, I kind of rotate them. I'll put that fence up, get it all ready, move them into there, and then take this fence down and get it ready to move to the next spot. I've got a bunch of girls that are very aversive of spiders. And this one,
I don't like them, but
in the
I
doorway of the
respect
coop.
it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So
Look at
see
it. It's
that?
pretty impressive.
Yeah, he's kind of a gnarly looking dude.
Scary looking thing.
Takes up all the way across the doorway, all the way down to here. And I tore that whole thing down yesterday, and she already built it back.
It's pretty impressive. No. Just catching the other bugs, so I just leave her.
There you go. All right. Got some skaters.
Come on.
Skaters.
Julia. Come on, Bubba.
Catch some skaters.
Catching skaters. Back. Who the crazy?
Telling you, I'm all over the place today. I don't know what I've told you and haven't told you. But we talked about the feed, and hopefully I answered all that a little bit. One thing about feed, if you're going to have feed by truck, you gotta have some way to unload that. If you're buying totes or pallets of feed, you know, up to 2,000 pounds, you know, you gotta have a big enough tractor to unload that, or you're out there unloading it by hand. It ain't fun. Those truck drivers don't want to wait around. So just something to keep in mind. You got a neighbor that has a tractor to come unload it for you, you know, that'd work too. It's been a great deal for us. I don't make any money off of it, really. It's not even really fully paying for our feed, what we sell. But I want to make sure that people that want the feed can get it. And I mean, I'm not losing money, but you know, the margins are very thin if you want to compete and make it worthwhile. So I'm sure if you're interested in that or would like to know more about it, just holler at me. Love to tell you about it. And if you're around us anywhere, then holler at us too. See if we can help you out with feed here in eastern Oklahoma. And we're just getting into delivery, where we'll just, you know, do the old FedEx and throw it in the truck and take it to you, and you know, for just small fee. So So I do give some talks about pasture poultry, member of the American Pasture Poultry Producers Association, also part of the Oklahoma Farmer Veteran Coalition, and quite a few opportunities to share our story and talk about raising pasture poultry and also specialty breeding, what all goes into that. It's not as easy as you think to get the quality that we do. We try to do standards of perfection as much as possible, and to be able to have the time and the facilities to be able to cull birds out of the breeding flock, and to be able to figure out which bird is laying what egg. Is it a quality egg? Is it the right color? And to be able to pick and choose which birds are going to breed is not an easy thing to do. It takes a lot of time. Sometimes if it's black copper Moran, we want to get the ones that have the darkest colored eggs, or if there's a colored egg we don't like, we certainly don't want to breed that one because it'll, those genetics will breed through. And so we will try to figure out which one that is. Well, that's not easy because you have to pull birds, isolate them for a day or two, let them lay, see what colored egg they lay, and then I'll try to identify them that yes, this is a breeder, or no, it's not. And till you find the one that's you don't want for sure. Most of them are breeders, most of them do great, but you want to find the ones that don't want to breed and pull them out. And we just put them in our free range flock, and they lay mediocre eggs for us to eat.
Almost. Who's the most chill?
Okay, so what we're doing here, these are Okie Blue and Okie Greens. And as they were growing up, we just put them all in here together where they're starting to get where they're breeding. So we want to isolate them so we can have all blues and all greens, and then choose which ones we want to breed as olive eggers with Moran. But in the meantime, we want to get some all blues and all greens. And so our blue layers have a rose comb, and our green layers have a straight comb, straight green. And so I think we only have one rooster, don't we, that's got a straight comb out of all those back there. And so he's it for now. So he's it. So he gets to stay. So we have several blues that have rose comb that we need to choose from. We're going to try to. This is where that non-aggressive rooster comes in, where we observe them a lot every day and just go, okay, this one is really hound dogging the hens and he's kind of aggressive or mean, and it's not nice to the girls, and we don't like that, do we?
Nope. No.
You're going to be nice to the girls.
Yes.
There's no sense to being mean. Just aggressive. You're really grabbing them by the neck or the head and picking them and scratching up their backs if they're. And so the only way you can do it really is just observing. And so we do a lot of just watching them for a little bit and see how they do. Of course, right now they're not like breeding a whole lot. So, but over time we've been watching them, and so we're going to get ready and select who we want to breed with. And these are multicolored, so they're not necessarily, there's no standard of perfection in your own breed of bird right now. So, so they're just a mix. So so you're not really necessarily picking them for color, feather color, unless you just really like a certain feather color. Go, yep, I like those. I want to breed those. So we'll just kind of go by more demeanor, and just look at them, make sure they look healthy and that they're standing up straight and
straight
tails, and fully developed. And that's a good looking bird right there. His tail's got real good plume on it. You just tell he's gonna good hackle feathers and saddle feathers, and just fully developed and developed out nice, multicolor. So very attractive bird. And
I kind of like this light colored one though. He's chill.
Yeah, that light color one is pretty nice too.
And he's pretty.
I tend to find that redheads tend to be a little more aggressive. They're
They-
just like, yeah, I don't know what it is to them. They're just
kind of do.
Huh?
They kind of do.
That ginger, right? The gingers are
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
they're kind of more
am-
aggressive. Yeah. So
I'm not a ginger.
so maybe
but
we'll pick that lighter one. He seems pretty chill.
he's been more chill since he was real young,
Yeah.
and so I
kind of like him. He looks pretty
I
good.
actually rescued him from the
Tell us what you
bachelor
think.
pen.
Oh yeah.
He's the one I
Really?
rescued from the bachelor pen
Yeah.
because everybody was beating him up.
Oh, you rescued him? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because they were beating him up.
Because he wasn't aggressive.
Exactly. So that's kind of another reason why I'm like, I think he might be the boy.
Okay. Well, that's who you want.
And
Well,
he's pretty.
sounds good.
Okay.
We'll pick him out.
I think the light one.
Okay. He does look pretty good. Right
And
there.
he looks nice. He's a pretty boy.
Yeah. It's a good looking. Sure, he'll do just fine.
So that means I can pull out.
So everyone else,
Crazies.
we'll pull out a couple of these crazy ones, go put them in the bachelor pen, and
There'll be soup later.
yeah.
I'm gonna try to grab him. This one's gotta go. That's nice legs. That's nice legs. Pretty good. He's crazy. He's kind of a crazy one, that one.
Yeah.
Always.
Hey, look, chicken butt. Die!
I got him.
One more. You're a redhead. Don't take the chance. It just means you're spicy. Nothing wrong with you. Ginger's really a ginger. What? Dive. You got to dive on
I can't dive when there's bars.
I'm holding these. You got him. Hold him. Hold him now. 8 seconds. Hang on. Okay.
All right, there we go.
All right. Good enough for now.
Okay. We're moving these boys to the bachelor pen. Oh, sorry. Sometimes known as the frat house, because it gets a little wild in there sometimes. Okay, here we go.
Like the walk. One end to the other.
A little trek. Okay. Hello, boys. New friends.
That's how you throw them in. See that? Technique. Laying on their feet.
And then they're all happy. Well, we'll see if they fight a lot or work it out well.
All right, boys.
So far, so good.
Yeah, these guys all. There's no old schools in there. Well, yeah, there is. There's oh, did you see that?
The Moran,
The little tapping. Yeah, look at that.
he's the old guy.
Yeah, the old cuckoo Moran in there. He's like,
I wish I could find a home for him because he's a good boy.
yeah, he's not very aggressive.